She's prestige. She's modern. She's traditional. She's magnificent. She's beautiful. She's 40 and fabulous Naija.
Begins at 40, yet a full of 40 is full forever. 40 no fi be the barrier. It never late to start your career. If you no make am for 20, you go fi make am for 30. If you no make am for 30, you go fi make am for 40. Make sure you live before you die, because you only live once. Whenever you wake up is your morning. You've been used and abused and refused. Pick up yourself. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Make sure you live before you die, because you only live once.
Meet the intentional women of 40 and fabulous Naija.
I'm loving the life I'm living. 40 is fabulous. I'm loving the life I'm living. 40 is fabulous.
Life begins at 40, yet a full of 40 is full forever. 40 no fi be the barrier. It never late to start your career. If you no make am for 20, you go fi make am for 30. If you no make am for 30, you go fi make am.
Photography, I should say, is an art. Is an art. A-R-T is an art of taking durable images. It's an art. So there are many definitions of photography. There are plenty and thousands of definitions. So what makes me to choose this, an art of taking durable images, because anybody can handle a camera and then snap a picture. But how good is that picture? How is the exposure like? Is the exposure cool? Can it sell? These are the things you put into consideration. Can this image sell? Is it a good image that someone will look at it and say, "Kai, man, I love this picture. I would like to frame it." That brings about the durable image. An Okada rider can actually take a picture. But how good is he? He's an amateur. Because he just take a picture because he wanted to show, to appear. Let it be that, okay, I take a picture of this and it's showing. But if you call a photographer to like assess that image, you say that is a picture taken by an amateur. So the image is rolled out. So in photography, I will tell you the truth, there is no bad, neither there is good image, as far as I'm concerned, because before you condemn a photograph, yes, you must ask the person that took that photo, what is the idea behind this image? Do we get? Because I can't, okay, you're a photographer, you snap a picture now, but maybe probably you post it on the line and okay, because I am a photographer, I have an eye, I'll start condemning that image. That is jealousy as far as I'm concerned, because I did not ask you, guy, why did you take this picture like this? Why is it dark? Okay, there are different types of lighting in photography. Different type. We have the split light, the broad light, you know, the short light, like that. Many types of, so there should be a reason behind that lighting that that person choose in taking that picture. It must depict something. It must tell a story. So you need to call that person, Bob, what's up? This stuff you did is a nice one, but why this, why this? By the time he explain that image to you, you'll be like, wow, I never knew it's like this. So there is no bad, there is no good image until you really ask the person that is behind that picture. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
So, this is 7D. So let's understand our camera buttons before we forge ahead. We have the shutter button. Let me start from here. Shutter button. Without that shutter button, you can't release a trigger. You can't take a picture. So this is the shutter button.
Okay.
You see? This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Okay.
This is it. Don't do like this, so just like it will give you one sound before you release. They know they fight them. This is it. Yeah. You understand this? Well, I will give one of your camera to snap. Then I'll just be on my own and see how you're gonna do it. Because some people start pressing this one. This is it. Okay. This is shutter button. So this is a zoom button as well. After taking the picture, you want to see the details, you just zoom. Okay, let me go so you see how it works. So this, the zoom button, you press here, you zoom your image to see how cool the pictures are.
Okay.
So you go back, zoom in and zoom out, you go back, you zoom. It's very important you understand this. You zoom, this is zoom. It's even written, the sign is here. You zoom in, you zoom out. So that is that. So we have another button, we have the menu. The menu will take you to inside setting. You just click, you do all your settings. I'll take you on this, maybe in the next class, this. You just press here, menu, sorry. You see that. This is where you go for your inside setting, apart from the shortcut, which will have the buttons to guide us. This is it. It's written, sorry. Every camera is written on every camera. This, do we get? So we have what we call image quality. Image quality. Some people prefer shooting on large. Some people prefer shooting on medium. Some people, I don't think anybody prefers shooting on small because you tend to have low quality image. If you shoot on a small, you have low quality image. So we have a lot of buttons here. We have also the info where you check what you are shooting on. You click this, this one. Want to check your settings that you did, just click, you see all the settings. Did we get? So, and again, we have camera mode. We have camera mode. We have the manual, which they don't normally write it as manual, they only use this M sign. Manual, we have auto, we have TV, we have TV. Aperture priority. So there are many like that. So as a professional, I can never advise you to shoot on auto, neither will I advise you to shoot on program. I must teach you manual settings because I will be in charge snapping on a manual mode. If I should shoot on a auto or program mode, that means your camera will tell you how he wants the exposure to come out, and which is very, very bad. Yes. So if you shoot on a manual mode, you decide the kind of lighting, either overexposed, proper exposure, normal exposure picture you want. Manual mode will tell you that.
and fabulous Naija.
Life, they say, begins at 40. And women in their 40s are only just beginning to blossom. 40 and Fabulous reality TV show. One house, 10 women, 60 days. 10 complete strangers from all across Nigeria would live together in one house to learn the secrets of building a great nation through arts, crafts, and business development. With no links to the outside world, it's gonna be challenging. So who's gonna break? Who's gonna get evicted? And who would win the ultimate prize of 10 million naira and a brand new car? It starts on the 25th of June 2022. It's reality TV like never before. Showing on Pop Central TV, channel 189 DSTV, WAP TV, channel 262 DSTV, 102 on Go TV, Wazobia Max 259 on DSTV, and channel 98 on Go TV.
This is a manual. Shoot on manual. This is program. So you cannot change any setting here if you're shooting on program. Neither you can change setting on auto. So you have to shoot on manual. This is the manual. Sorry. This is the manual. So it has to be in line with this white line. This is the manual. You need to understand all this because if you are working in a studio or you are this person that shares camera to other photographer, use the manual. It has to be in line. So you have to, if you shift it, another stuff will come. So it has to be in line. Use it. Use it. Do we get?
Yes.
So if you are shooting on manual, you have to understand the relationship of your exposure triangle. Exposure triangle. Element of photography. We have the, because without these three elements, I don't think you are a photographer. You have to know how they work. How they work. That is the shutter speed, the aperture, and the ISO. Those are the exposure triangles. The shutter speed, the aperture, and the ISO. Somebody will say standard organization is not.
You say shutter what?
Shutter speed. Shutter speed is spelled as the real speed, you know.
Exposure. Exposure triangle.
There's the under exposure triangle. So you have the shutter speed, you have the ISO, and you have the aperture. Aperture. ISO, just normal ISO.
What does your spelling aperture goes about?
APERTUR. So basically, photography is all about light. Where there is no light, I don't think there is photo. I can't come in a dark room and expect a bright image without using all these elements I just talked about. You can't take a photo without that.
Exposure what again?
No. Exposure triangle.
Exposure triangle.
So, yeah. So this is how it looks like. No, it's just a table. You draw your triangle. You can write ISO here. You can write aperture here. You can write shutter speed here. So they work with numbers. Now, to my understanding, I would say ISO is the sensitivity of light.
ISO is sensitivity.
Yeah. Just short definition of sensitivity of light.
ISO, right?
Yes, please. The higher the number, the brighter your image becomes.
ISO is the
Sensitivity of light. It works with light. Sensitivity of light. The higher the number of your ISO, the brighter your image becomes. Are we getting that? Are we done?
yeah.
Aperture, just to do with the amount of light that enters or that pass through your camera, the amount of light, got to do the amount of light. The more you open your aperture, the more you have more light. So it ranges from, it uses number as well to regulate it. I will show you right here. And the speed get to do with the time at which light passes through the camera. Get to do with the timing.
And uses number to.
Now, the lower the number of your aperture,
Uses number to.
all of them use number.
Speed.
Speed also use number. I'm coming to that. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Please.
You need to let us understand word for word.
Okay.
Because you're going from one to the other, which is actually making a confusion. You know what you're teaching us. We don't.
I said ISO. I cleared ISO already.
Yes. It's the sensitivity of light.
Light. Now the higher the number,
the brighter the image.
fine.
Good. Then the aperture, the amount of light that passes through the light,
Through the camera.
through the point.
I said that, right?
No.
So it has to be
Remain one.
Light. All of them are light.
Through the aperture.
That is,
The amount of
just
light that
remember,
passes through the camera.
yeah. Just remember the time is speed.
Okay.
Uses number.
All of them.
Number two.
Okay. Okay.
Uses number two.
To regulate your light. Aperture got to do with the amount of light. Yes. So now, the lower the number of the aperture, the brighter your image becomes. Are we getting that?
Yes.
So speed gets to do with time. It do with time. Time. That is just the difference. The amount, the quantity, and then time. Those are the two basic. Which one? Shorter speed.
Let him finish.
That is the shorter speed.
The shorter speed is.
Shorter speed get to do with the time at which light passes through the camera.
Okay, this one now.
Yes. Now the shorter speed, the lower the number. Okay, please.
You came up with elements of photography,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which are shutter speed, ISO, ISO, I mean, is it iOS?
ISO.
ISO,
Yeah.
aperture, right?
Yeah. They're
And
all
you gave
on.
few definitions
Yeah.
to each of them.
Yes, please.
Were written. Then you said the triangle,
Exposure triangle. They're all
exposure
under.
triangle.
Yes.
It depends on how you put the shutter speed, the iOS, and the aperture.
Okay, fine. Exposure triangle. What we got under exposure triangle? What makes exposure triangle is the shutter, the ISO, shutter speed, and the aperture.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Do you get? That is it. By the time you understand that, if I'm shooting on speed, at speed 100, I should also shoot at ISO 100, and I should also speed at aperture 4. Only then you understand what you are doing as a photographer.
Meet the intentional women of 40 and fabulous Naija.
I'm loving the life I'm living. 40 is fabulous. I'm loving the life I'm living. 40 is fabulous.
Life begins at 40, yet a full of 40 is full forever. 40 no fi be the barrier. You never late to start your career. If you don't make 'em for 20, you go fi make 'em for 30. If you don't make 'em for 30, you go fi make 'em for
I think the first things to know, and this first things to tell us now, these 3 elements you just taught us, are they the first things to know before?
That is why I showed you the buttons. Understanding your camera. At least you've understand that this is a lens, this is a camera body. Without this can't function. Without this can't function. They have to work together. That's why they call them camera. So if you remove this, you call it lens. So they are useless without them being together. Do you get? Yes, please. Yes, please.
The normal cameras we used to have back in the days are the normal
Analog.
6 analog ones that just bring out the flash and different. How much differences does it have with this one?
The difference is loud.
Right.
Difference is loud. Now that one, it will restrict you from taking shots. But this with your memory, you have a lot of space. You can do and undo by deleting some bad image before your client
Like
even
see it.
see.
Good.
Do you get? That is a big advantage of DSLR. You will see your image. If I mistakenly take a bad image, I don't need my client to see that bad image. I know deep down that I have no idea taking that picture. It's just a fluke. Why am I keeping it for my clients to see? I'll take it off. That's the advantage. You can't compare analog and DSLR. The difference is
Then
sweet.
you stop that. The higher the number, the data, the light.
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll be a bit confused here until I set a camera and play with these numbers. Then you really understand where we are going to, of which I'm going to just brief because it's another topic for another day. I just want to, because of the time frame given to me for this period. So I have to. So next class, I will concentrate on practical also, so we really understand what we are doing here. Else, yeah, today will just be like a story also. A question? Okay, thank you. So, okay, this is speed light. 430EX.
Speed light 430
Canon, yeah.
430
EX, Canon, yeah.
AX.
Just want to use this to teach you. So we have plenty brand of speed light, plenty in the market.
Speed light.
Yeah, this is speed light.
430 Canon, right?
430EX is a Canon product, yeah. So as I told you, photography is all about light. Where if no light, there is no photo. EX. So let's see how our ISO works and our aperture and our shutter speed.
Sorry, what
That is if you did not come with your
if
speed
you're
light.
like an outdoor, maybe snapping out?
So now you have natural light outside. You must have light. It's day now. So you just bring down your ISO to 100 because you have light already. Your speed to 100 or 80. Your aperture, you can increase it to maybe 11 so that to kill that too much light from outside. Yeah, it will kill it.
In the absence of the umbrella, you can use this.
Yes, in absence of the umbrella, this is it. That is the speed light. So let's see. You see the flash. You see the light. So if I should kill this, okay, let's do something. So look at, just look. With the speed light now, there's an image, Abby. Now let me kill the speed light. Just let it in one touch, and you have this.
When will you know that you lose daylight?
When what?
When will you know that you lose daylight?
When I'll use daylight,
That is, when will you know that you lose it?
I lose.
Daylight as in, you don't understand what I mean.
What she's trying to say is,
How dark would it get for you to know that you are losing daylight?
Perfect. It's simple. By the time I snap an image, the image is not appear. What do?
increase your speed light.
Increase my speed light? No.
Use the flash, right?
In the absence of this, what do you use?
Okay, you use light.
Yes.
Ordinary lights like this.
This is my ambient light. Every light you're seeing is ambient light. But I have my own, I have where I generate my own light as well. It's light and ambient.
What you said.
Now increase my ISO.
And ISO.
You say speed.
Sorry, ISO.
Yeah, that's why I said no. Increase your speed, your ISO.
Yes.
Okay, now if I'm shooting in-house like this with my speed light, I do not need anyone to tell me that I'm supposed to take raise my ISO to 400. So I did not tell you, the higher the number of ISO, depending on how far it is, the more easier your image may become. If you take your ISO to 400, 4,000, your image will be bad. You see some greenish, some distorted on the face. Pink, yeah, greenish. The image will be bad. So ISO should be the last option to some extent, giving light. For you to get your light, it should be at least, let it be 200. But if I'm shooting in a room like this, do you get? I'll just take my ISO automatic without being told to 400 at first. Leave my speed on 100. My aperture can be on 6 also.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope the class is interesting, huh? Are you serious? Yes. Oh, I'm blushing, oh, Jesus. Thank you. So seriously, you enjoyed this, right? Yes. So next class will be super dope, I promise.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we have
By next class, everybody will snap a picture. I will scatter the settings, I'll now rate you guys. Let me see how good you are from the first class. Thank you. I remain Amos Johanna, aka Palilagas. Yeah. Thank you very much.
we are
40 and fabulous.
Whoa!
40 and fabulous Naija.
Life, they say, begins at 40. And women in their 40s are only just beginning to blossom. 40 and Fabulous reality TV show. One house, 10 women, 60 days. 10 complete strangers from all across Nigeria would live together in one house to learn the secrets of building a great nation through arts, crafts, and business development. With no links to the outside world, it's gonna be challenging. So who's gonna break? Who's gonna get evicted? And who would win the ultimate prize of 10 million naira and a brand new car? It starts on the 25th of June 2022. It's reality TV like never before. Showing on Pop Central TV, channel 189 DSTV, WODDI TV, channel 262 DSTV, 102 on Go TV, Wazobia Max 259 on DSTV, and channel 98 on Go TV.
Hello, Fab Simi Sola. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mother.
How are you today?
I'm good, Mother.
How are you enjoying the house of 40 and Fabulous?
Well, I'm really enjoying the house because there's a lot of fun. There's a lot of lectures and.
Yeah, how's it going with the lectures?
Yeah, I've learned a lot.
A lot. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, rag to rug, waist to weight. That's
Waist to wealth.
To weight.
Have you done something about that?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yes, Mother.
So when you go out there now, there will be no waste, especially you that is the same stress, right?
Yes, Mother.
So you have a lot of waste.
Yes,
that
Mother.
you're going to turn into wealth.
Yes, Mother.
Good to know that.
Thank you,
You know,
Mother.
when you're here at Mother's Nest,
Yes, Mother.
the business of the day is that you share your true life story
Yes,
to
Mother.
help others learn and unlearn. So please tell us what you've done, where you've been. I know you've been to some good and bad times.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
hear it.
Yeah, thank you, Mother, for this great opportunity. My name is Simisola Olawoye. I'm a CEO of Agriculture, Event, and more. I'm a mother of one. Yeah, I'm 43 years of age. I've been in today's business for over 21 years now. So I've been used, humiliated, abused, I've been raped. So all these experiences, but I keep going because I'm someone that's love to encourage myself.
Yeah.
I so much believe in myself. And I don't give up easily.
Yeah, there's no need to give up.
Yes.
We don't give up.
Yes, Mother. So all these experiences, I think they taught me to be a strong woman that I am today. Especially when I was raped, I went through hell. And that time, I don't have this relationship, mother and daughter relationship with my mother. So I could not tell her about what happened to me. So I have to keep it to myself. And, later, it really disturbed me because that time it caused me my first relationship with my first love. Because when we are dated that time, I was a virgin. So later, and, we are dating a guy and he knows you're a virgin, and later, you now discover you are not more a virgin. And I started telling him this, and, just have to, no. I don't. What?
I think I can continue.
Yes. So, well, I have to, continue because I believe life goes on. Sure. So, after that, when I'm a person that I always look for opportunity everywhere. I've missed a lot of opportunities because of the age bracket. And when I saw the advert on social media, I was like, wow. So I have to go to this because I know I'm always a person that, I'm always looking for a platform to showcase myself, show people what I can do. When my mother told me they couldn't afford my education anymore, I was like, wow. Because I always wanted to be a career woman. So when they now called me, I was like, why me? Because I have passion.
So you were so many in the house. How many are you in the house?
We are 10, but my mother lost 3.
Wow.
Yes. She lost the first 3. So we are 7 now. So I'm second.
Okay.
She now said...
So they gave other people privilege to go to school?
Yes, because they thought I have to step down for my sister.
And why was that?
I don't know.
Was she doing better than you, huh?
I can't because...
Do you have boys in the house?
Yes.
And they all went to school?
We have 4 girls and 3 boys. We have 4 boys, 3 boys and 4 girls. So I was like, when they now said, okay, you have to go and learn, I was like, wow. Since they decided on it, I don't know, I don't have a choice, I have to. They said, okay, you have to, you will use just a year when there, that after that you can further your education. I have to agree with them, and I started. And when I was about to start the training, God told me, I have a gift even when I was small. I'm a very spiritual and sensitive person. God said, don't worry, just go for it. And when I started, I couldn't believe what happened because I met some people there. They've used like 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. And within 3 months, I started doing what I couldn't, I don't even believe I can do such. I started, and I called her my second mother then. She was so proud of me. And then she would abuse them. See, all of you, see what she's doing now. And you've been here. You can't even do anything. That was how I have to keep encouraging myself that I can do this.
Yes, you can.
Yes. So I used like 3 years for the training. That's how I started. When I started, I have to go for a teacher training. Then that was when I met a friend. I have to discuss with her that I'm a virgin then. So she was the one that planned for the rape. Well, since then, I haven't set my eyes on her. Since that day, I haven't set my eyes on her. Life goes on. So when I started, guys will look for a very hardworking lady, but that time I don't want to start any relationship. I don't want to start any relationship. I keep going. Until I met the father of my son, I met it through one of my cousins, and we started. And when we started, I didn't like his personality, but he started running after me. But later, one of our security called me and said, Simi, you can't date this guy because any time you're not around that you have come to your shop, he used to carry like 4 babes inside his car, and they would say, you don't need that kind of a man. I said, what? And then I stopped communicating with him. So it was later, like 2-3 months. After I came back from my shop, I was like, let me eat something. And, I was tired and I slept off. So, it's very, very free in our compound. Then I stayed at the BQ at the back of the place. So I just noticed someone on the light. I was like, someone came inside my room. I was like, who is that? I said, it was the one. I said, he started asking me, are you not missing me? I said, no, I'm not, I've slept off, so don't disturb me. I said, you have something to ask me. I said, what is it? He said, okay, you want to know if I'm already I've started another relationship. I said, please, I can't answer that one now. I will discuss that with him later. That is why he started, you have to, make love to me. I said, for what? But we've not, I've separated with him because I don't communicate with you anymore. That is how he has his way that night. I was so angry. I said, why will you do this to me? I said, I don't want to have anything to do with you again. Forcefully, he now got angry. And I said, okay, that is how the whole drama happened. And after some months, I just continued with my life. I wanted to cause him that day, but something told me, say, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I continue my normal. I started noticing I'm weak. Whenever I wanted to walk, I would be weak. And one of my friends that my customer said, you better go and do check. I said, check of what? Because I've even forgotten that something like that happened. They said, jokingly, they said, go, we don't know if you've got it. I said, okay, let me just go. And when I went there, they told me,
you're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. I was weak. I started crying. I can't talk to my mother. Even, as grown as I am, I can't talk to I have to call one of my aunties that something happened. And I explained everything to her. She said, why can't I say, I can't. That's why she now called my mother that this thing happened. Though. And they contacted him. He started shouting, no, it's not for me. I said, please, I don't want any issue. My mother has been telling us, if any one of you have any mistake or something, please, for God's sake, don't do it. I said, please, this is my plight. This is my cross. I have to carry it. So that's why I determined. And when my mother, after I finished the fashion design training, when I make the for bride, they say, you're very good at what you're doing. Can't you go for this makeup training? That is why I started making up for, if I will show their wedding dress, I will make up for them. They will ask me, do you have any hairstylist? That's how I started learning more. Later, when I saw for the bride, for the traditional, they say, do you have anyone that is doing bead? That is when I went to learn bead. So like that, I have like seven, even more than that, craft that I'm doing. And they said, why can't you just combine everything and tell people that you are one-stop events planner. So I have everything, even everything concerning event. That's what, and I have people that even if I can't do it, I'll call them to join me. So that is it. And when he now said, no, he's no more interested, I said, please, I have my work, so I'll have to start.
When he noticed that you're pregnant, what did he do? I
told him then. He said, no, it's not. After he now realized, I said, you remember that night? Because when he wanted to deny, one of the security said, they now called him that. That night, they noticed you already enter your car. Then you stop your car. Then they saw you when you are entering the PQ. That is when he went to see me. I said, that is why when the thing happened. And I said, okay, very sorry, but we wanted to travel. I know that if he traveled, it's going to also there that he cannot take care of me and the baby. I should go and abort. I said, no, please travel. Let me be here. So anything I can do, I will do. So that is why I started. And before he traveled, he said, okay, I should bring my international passport, that maybe he will take me with him. When I started thinking, I started using my brain, even without telling anybody in my family. Anybody, I didn't tell them that I want to follow him. It took me to different 3 hospitals for abortion. The last one I told the doctor, please collect your money. Don't give me any injection. It's as if I use something juju to speak to the doctor. The doctor said, wow. And 2 of the nurses, I said, I want to use myself. When I entered the toilet, 2 of the nurses came to me, Auntie, please don't take that injection. If you take that injection, your womb is, that thing will destroy your womb. I said, thank you. So after the whole drama, when he now realized I didn't take the injection, started calling me names, say, hey, this is the last time she threw my passport at me, say, I won't take you anywhere. I say, please, you are not even taking me anywhere. You just want to use this time. So that is the last day I saw this guy.
How old is your boy now?
My boy is 15 years.
Wow. Super mom.
My boy is 15 years.
Great.
So, but I make a decision that day that everything the boy needs, I'll provide. I will not let him miss the dad. And thank God, I'm very proud of my boy because he's a very intelligent boy. Even without me open my mouth to say, Mom, sorry. I know this. I have to provide everything the boy need.
Very good. And your friend, you said the rape case is what I am very much interested in because our children back home need to learn to be careful with the kind of friends that they keep in, you understand. Is he your school friend or your family member or just your village friend?
Yeah, she's just a neighbor,
Okay.
We live in the same neighborhood.
So you go out together with her,
Anytime I'm in school then, that was when I was in teacher training, she would come there. So she now said, she has a guy around with her. She used to come and visit. That is why the whole issue started.
And then how did you meet the guys?
When she told me I will follow her to a guy place, and I said, is it your guy house or office? She said, office. So when I got there, I saw, a lot of video. Then that is when I realized the guy works in a hotel.
Okay.
So, when we got there, I sat at the reception. She went inside with the guy. When the guy come, I said, okay, is this your friend? So later, the guy now went inside and said, okay, they want to discuss something. That he forgot to tell her something. They went inside. I was at the reception when another guy came to call me. So when I was going, I was like, why was she not the one that would come and call me? So as I was going, I wanted to go back. When I was going, I wanted to go back. Later I discovered that there was another guy at my back. And you know how hotel is very narrow and very quiet. The other guy started dragging me. I said, what? Where is my friend? He said, when you get there, you see your friend. So when when they dragged me into the room, that is when I met the other guys. And I started shouting. I said, I'm your virgin. Please don't do this to me. So, but what amazed me was, it was the guy that she introduced to me as a boyfriend.
Yeah,
that
did it.
Yes.
And your friend disappeared?
Since that day, I didn't set my eyes on her.
Did you go to the hospital or anything? Since you couldn't talk to your mom, so it would have been very difficult to go for checkup, things like that, for infections and stuff.
Yeah.
No hospital check?
No, because I was so scared.
Scared?
I made some move that day because I have to call one of my sisters in my school. And she said, she can't do that for me, but she introduced me to a guy in my school. And what that was said too, I just have to blame myself. Because said she have to sleep with me before she can help me. I said, wow, this is from fire to frying pan. So I just have to.
You are a superwoman, So, and we are still standing. There's this saying that said, when you fall down, don't just get up. I keep telling people, whenever you're down, look around, there's something you have to pick up. Whenever you're down, I'm saying it, whenever you're down, look around, there must be a reason why you're down. Some people just get upset that, oh, things are not okay. I used to be here, now I'm down, now I'm here. When you are down, I tell people, look around you. There must be something for you to pick. You know why I say this? Because your parents ask you to step down. That's being down. For someone like myself, I was down, and my younger ones had to go to school as well. So I went to school as an adult. So when you're down, there's something to pick up. Parents say, step down so this one can go to school. So have you seen the turnaround? The ones that are graduates don't have the kind of knowledge, the craft, everything that you've got now. They are not here 40 and fabulous right now because it's actually your craft that brought you to 40 and fabulous. So whenever someone is down, just look down, look around and see if there's something to pick so you can rise. Because when you rise up without picking up that, you're probably going to get down again. So step down so your younger ones can go to school. Now led you to picking up a whole lot of craft, like 7 different crafts. So the problem now is career choice. To know the one that is your strength and to know that the one you just use as 7 streams of income. So you're a superwoman. I'll be clapping for you.
Thank you, Mother.
Yes. Have you seen the guy again, the rapist?
Yes. I could remember one of my friends wanted to get married, and I was the one that always planned for them on what you're going to wear. So I went to market with her. So when we enter one particular store to pick the fabric, I noticed a guy, someone just ran from there. I told my friend that, I said, I noticed something just happened now. I said, I'm coming. So when I looked out, lo and behold, it was a guy. I was like, my friend, I said, what is it? I said, so it was later I now shared the story with her. And I said, see the phone,
And I know someday there will be judgment for him.
Yes, definitely, because that thing happened after my own. They tried another
They raped
lady.
another girl?
They raped another lady.
Okay.
And that really caused them a lot of problem because I had one of them, they jailed the guy.
Oh, the jailed one?
Yes.
The other one might have died by now. I know. So, if you're not dead, you're watching right now, judgment is coming upon you soonest. You are a superwoman.
Thank you, Mother.
You are here in the house of 40 and fabulous because you're a fabulous woman. You understand, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. So some people are like parallel lines, and the giants like you, they have to go through these ups and downs to become. So you have stories to tell. So when you're making beads and wedding gown, you can as well cancel people and speak to them. So we are saying, parents, try to be very close to your children, male or female. Maybe daddies should be close to the boys so you know when they are doing some stuff that are not okay. Because these boys that are raping people are, people's children. You understand? But every other time, they'll be talking to the girl child. Try to be obedient. Be a nice girl. Be disciplined. Don't break your virginity. Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. But the guys, they don't care about them that much. They can go to school, watch more football, choose any career of their choice, do exactly what they want because they are guys. And someday, these are going to be someone's husband. So let's train both our male and female to be very responsible so we can have a better society. I know it's not easy as a single mom. How do you cope with the society, being just a single mom and doing your business? Do you have any challenges, in the town with, for being a single mom and...
Thank you, Mother. The only challenges I have is that, at times I'm a very free person. I love to go to parties because,
that's your business anyway.
Yes. Mm-hmm. People know me for what I'm doing. But there's only thing that, maybe when you're somewhere and women like you, they are bringing you down and see how she's dressing, even if you are somewhere that, you know, you are there just for your business.
Yes.
They say, see the way she's dressing. She just want to, you know, those things, you know, at times I'll be thinking of it because I used to remember what this, the father of my son said me, say, nobody will marry a single mother. Nobody will, that thing will not, is this thing really affecting me or what?
It should not.
So,
It should not.
That's the only challenges.
You know, that's how bad it can get. I will tell you a short story about what just happened to me recently. I was actually looking for a big house for the 40 and fabulous women, and I found a very large, nice, lovely house in a good location. And they gave me form to fill, and I gave it to my son. He filled the form as my guarantor, everything, and they didn't find a husband there. And the lawyer sent me a text message or called me and said, Madam, I'm so sorry. The landlord said they cannot give the apartment. It's so big to give to a single mom. This is most recent. This is like most recent, right? So, and I was just listening to the lawyer. I said, lawyer, did you tell him that I am a young woman? Is he thinking that he's a teenager or someone who, you know, I don't know, who is living with their parents or someone who is on the street? The barrister said, no. I told him that you're even a television personality, you're blah, 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 founder of 40 and Fabulous, and his own, he doesn't just like single moms. So that house is simply too big. So single moms, you're not supposed to rent a house that is that big because you're single. So it's only people that are married that can pay. And I prepared, that's why we are not moving. We're supposed to be moving. But because single moms shouldn't pay for a very big house. So those are one of the challenges we face, or the society have put back to us after being used, abused, refused by individuals. Now the society will, you know, tell us where to be, where not to be. Even some of us in their village meetings, you cannot go there because they tie two wrappers and you know, you're still tying one. And their gele is very long, and you don't even have any yet. So that's the reason why, because you're a single mom, you should not do what other women are doing because you are single mom. So it's high time we begin to be just, begin to treat single moms nicely, because they did not create themselves. Everyone would love to be married, happily married. Majority of the cases, I'm not saying that all the women are all good. We have the good side and some of the bad sides, yes. But if we can just go ahead in training our male child or male children, you know, to be very responsible father, brother, we also can be good sisters, mother, wife to the world. But in any case, we will dare to make our voice heard. And we're going to use the power within our reach to build an enviable country, which is exactly what we're doing now. So we are unstoppable at 40 and Fabulous Nigeria. Go inside the house, have much fun, learn more craft, and see you at the top.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you.
Yes, Mother.
Yeah, that's really true. Someone said they will not give me a big house in this area because I'm a single mom. That's how bad it can get. And then someone asked me, Mother, why are you interested in these single moms? Why is this single moms? The reason is because the society don't really care about them, and there's no plan for retirement. They say when you train a female, you train a nation. So why don't we train people that will train, and then they will help to train the children? Those single children need to be trained. So their moms need attention as well. So when they ask me, why are you doing this? You should have known that I'm doing it because women are mother to all civilization. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I'm like a honeybee. Because after all, it's about mindset. What kind of mindset have you got as a male or female? I've got a mindset of a honeybee. Do you know what? Honeybees just keep flying around 1,000 miles away looking for flowers, nectar only. And the bee just fly about looking for field. I am not a fly, sorry. Fly go around, even in the midst of flowers and beautiful places, Fly is always looking for filthy place. But honeybee just keep flying, looking for nectars. So I'm looking for those single moms who's been through hell and back, but they are multitasking. There's a second chance. Yes, there is a second chance, and this is it. So if you know you're out there 40 and fabulous, hold on. There will be another season. For we are not stopping until we rule the world.
Life begins at 40, yet a fool at 40 is full forever. 40 no fi be the barrier. You never late to start your career. If you no make am for 20, you go fi make am for 30. If you no make